Hello everyone. In this video, I'll talk about Nirmata's shift left solution and the problems it helps solve. Let's start by looking at the problem. Have you ever tried deploying a Kubernetes application and been blocked by Kyverno because of policy violation? If so, I'm sure you may have wondered, why am I finding this out now? Why didn't someone tell me when I first committed the manifest to Git? Well, that's exactly the problem shift left solves. Instead of waiting until deployment to find these violations, Nirmata's shift left solution captures them much earlier in the development lifecycle, right when you commit the manifest to Git. But finding these violations is only half the problem. The next challenge is to actually fix them. And how about situations when an exception is required? There shouldn't be a need for a developer to chase down a platform or a security team to address either of these scenarios. This is where Nirmata's shift left solution goes a step further. It not only finds the violations but provides the remediation code needed to fix them, thereby reducing time and the friction that comes with engaging with platform team. And this creates like a true developer self-service. And when an exception is required, the same workflow provides the process as well, along with necessary approvals and the deployment of those exceptions to the clusters. So instead of simply saying there is a problem, the workflow provides the clear path to fix the problems or allows you to create the exceptions when needed. Now, let me show you how all this looks like in action. Here is a repository hosting an application Helm chart. Every push to this repository automatically triggers a workflow that scans the application Helm chart against Kyverno policies. If there are any violations, the workflow is expected to fail. And once the workflow fails, the violations are also sent to Nirmata Control Hub for reporting and policy exception handling. The failed job summary also shows all the detected violations along with the clear next steps for the developer. For remediation, the workflow provides a link to the remediation page. From there, remediation can be applied for all the violations and all the deployments, as you can see here, or it can be narrowed down to a specific violation and specific deployment. Once remediation is triggered, the remediation agent analyzes all the violations and deployments selected by the developer and creates a merge request with the necessary changes. Here is how a merge request looks like. The merge request provides a summary of all the policy violations being addressed along with the changes in the manifest files. The developer can now look at the remediation changes and then easily merge them to his application repository. Now, let's look at the other scenario. What happens when a violation cannot be remediated and an exception is required? The same workflow provides a self service path for policy exceptions as well. For policy exceptions, the workflow provides a link to the policy exceptions page in Nirmata Control Hub. The developer can now request policy exception by providing the reason for the policy exception, the duration for the policy exception, along with the approval process. Now, once the policy exception is approved, a policy exception YAML is committed in the Git. And when the repository is scanned again, the corresponding violation is skipped because of an active policy exception. So, to summarize, Nirmata's shift left solution not only finds violations earlier in the development lifecycle, it also provides automated remediations and supports self service policy exceptions when remediation is not appropriate. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.